They offered a class through the Detroit Agriculture Network, and the group of classes were called Sweet on Detroit, and it was wonderful. They gave us all these lessons in beekeeping, gave us equipment and the hives, and gave us a mentor, and it was wonderful. I'm not afraid when I handle the bees. If you move slowly and you don't do anything erratic, they're very gentle, and you can pretty much tell when they're upset and they don't want you to be there. And they're also getting gnarly. I think we should close them up. What do you think? Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, they're starting to get...
So you just leave. They tell you they're upset when their tone of voice changes. Like that, I get away, because then they'll start dive bombing. It rises a little bit. It's much buzzier.
Okay.
Okay. In the summer, the workers literally work themselves to death in 5 weeks. The queen can live for 2, 3, 5, 7 years. Worker bees last for 4 or 5 weeks. And in that time, they've gone from being the nurse bees, to the housekeepers, to the guards, to the foragers.
They're all very different stages.
They're very different, and that should be, now this is a honey frame down here, and they're eating.
You extract the honey through a machine called an extractor, and it's done by centrifugal force. You put the frames of honey into this extractor, and it just spins around very fast, and the honey is extracted from that. The wonderful thing about urban beekeeping is that you can keep bees anywhere. You can keep them on a roof, you can keep them in your garage, you can keep them just anywhere. It doesn't take much space, and if your neighbors are willing, then you can have beehives. And there are beehives everywhere in Detroit. You would be amazed at how many places there are beehives. A lot of us that are urban beekeepers think that this may be the way to save bees, to keep them from getting all the diseases from all the different chemicals that are sprayed out in the country and on the agri-farms where they're a monoculture. In the cities, there are a variety of plants, and they can forage in all of these places, so it's just not a monoculture for the bees. We're hoping urban beekeepers will be the solution to the disappearing bees. The main reason that I'm a beekeeper, I want to have a source for pollination. The food chain is what bees offer. They pollinate so many different crops, things that could not be grown here in the United States if it weren't for the bee population. And they're just an amazing, amazing insect.